Well, hello there.
Hi.
My name is Julie, and I'm the owner of Lucy Coffee Cafe. And I'm very anxious that we're going to be working together.
Me too.
Right.
You own this business? Is that what you said?
Yep. I've owned it for about a year now.
Oh, a year. Okay. Nice.
Excited to have someone new working for me. I can definitely use the help, that's for sure.
Oh, good, good.
So I was thinking that we would start with kind of 4 or 5 basic areas in working at a coffee shop. And those areas would be waiting on the customer, serving coffee or food, making an espresso drink, and then
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Oh,
making
an espresso drink, and then using the cash register to ring up the order.
All right.
Yeah. So please feel free at any time to interrupt me and ask any questions.
Okay, I will.
I don't expect you to learn it all in one day. It'll take months. Have you worked in a coffee shop before?
No, no. I made coffee at home. I'm from Ethiopia, and I make Ethiopian coffee at home.
I bet you guys have really good coffee. Maybe you can train me on making coffee. Ethiopian way.
Sure, sure.
But I think we'll start with just the basic, kind of basic details on waiting on customers.
Okay.
So, usually we have 2 doors on each side of the restaurant. And customers can come in from the outside door or from the inside the building door over there. And usually they just kind of form a line. And you can wait on the first customer in line. And basically I just start with, can I help you? And because we have a very basic coffee shop and kind of lunch and bakery here, we don't make anything. Everything is pretty much pre-made already. So our, of course, biggest drinks that we get are people requesting coffee. So the first thing I would do is, greet the customer, say hello, ask them, what can you get now? And let's use for an example that they wanted a muffin and a cup of coffee. So what I would do first is go over to get the muffin. And we have bags that are right here to put the muffins. Do you want me to actually wait on a customer? And so let's say the customer would like a muffin and a cup of coffee. So I would grab one of our bags, a smaller bag versus the bigger bag. Yep. And they ask.
And then put the muffin in there?
Exactly, yep. And later on I can show you the different kinds of muffins that we have, so we can go through. You would just put the muffin using the tongs because the health department doesn't want us touching it. Yeah. So using the tongs, and a lot of times I'll just go over and set the muffin on the counter. And then, if we come over here, is where we have our 12-ounce cups and our 16-ounce cups. cups gets a sleeve.
So if it's hot, you don't bring.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, because it gets really hot. And then the top. And on the right side, we have our light roast. And on the left side, we have our dark roast.
Dark coffee, you mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. Light, dark.
Well, then we'll pour. Oh. So then you just use this by pumping it up and down. The coffee comes out. You can put the lid on, and I bring it over to the counter. And then I'll ring up the purchase at the counter. But I'll show you how to do that later. But basically, it's as simple as that.
What kind of coffee do we have today?
Peru.
Okay. Smell? There's a cup. You the cup? Yeah. Did you want small?
So basically, whether it's a muffin, a donut, a brownie, or a sandwich, or a salad, the process is the same. You just ask the customer what they want, and the customer will tell you. You grab the food item, give it, put it in a bag, and yeah. And sometimes the customer, if they want to stay here and eat instead of taking it to go, we do have some plates over here.
So you mean they want to eat here?
Exactly.
So they can take out or eat here, either one?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to tell you. Because we have such a work environment, we have so many different offices in this area, a lot of the people take it to go. But as you can see, we do have some customers in here too, and a lot of times to save on money, so I don't give away a bag or I can just put a muffin on a smaller plate or a sandwich on one of the bigger plates. Yep. So, I think the next thing that I'll show you is how to make an espresso drink.
All right.
Okay, now, maybe the hardest part of the job is learning how to make espresso drinks. And actually they're very easy to make after you learn how to do it, but it just takes time to learn how to do them. Most of the drinks that you're going to make over here, which you've either tried before or heard of, lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, chai tea, hot chocolate, different drinks like that, a cafe au lait. Most of those drinks involve espresso, which is a form of coffee or the coffee bean that you're using, and milk. And then in a case like a mocha, you add chocolate to it, or sometimes people will order like for example, say a latte with vanilla. So, yeah. So, thinking about one of our most popular drinks would be a latte. So I'll show you how to do that. Once again, you start with either a 12 or a 16-ounce glass. And what I'll do is, let's say, whoops. Thank you. We'll throw that one away. Fell on the floor, dirty.
Did you want me to make another coffee pot?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But we'll start with a 12-ounce latte. So what you do is put the glass under here, the cup under here, and in a 12 ounce we use 1 shot of espresso. And as you can see up here, we have espresso comes in 1 shot or 2 shots. And then we also have decaf espresso for someone who wants to caffeinate it, doesn't really want the coffee buzz. Yep. And that also comes in 1 shot or 2 shots. So in this case, for the latte, we'll do a 1 shot. So, and you can come over here and press this if you like. It kind of helps you learn a little faster. But if you want to go ahead and press that 1 shot.
So you want me to do it?
Sure. And yep. And you can feel too the machine. Yep. Yep. And if you can feel it, that it'll wait and wait. It's showing here it's going to do a single. You can watch it. Even though it comes out of 2 different little spigot things, it still is 1 shot. It's measuring out 1 shot. And that shouldn't be happening if we just pressed it twice. The next thing is we'll go grab the milk in the refrigerator. And what we do for a latte, a 12-ounce latte, we'll pour about that much milk, about close to 12 ounces of milk. And if you want to go ahead and do that, right there. Perfect. Then what we're going to do now is steam the milk and froth the milk a little. And this, the art of Pips, the art of steaming and frothing takes some time. And what we'll do here is we'll stick it under the frothing tube, and
So put it under there.
Yes, exactly. And we will press the auto frother. And that will heat up in just enough time. It'll bring it up to a certain temperature that is perfect for making a latte. And it does that automatically. It's set on a timer to do that. So as you can see, the milk is starting to, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when that's done, I'll press a little bit more this manual button for the top, just to add a little extra foam on top.
Can you maybe say more about the difference between, so first you do the auto.
Yep.
Okay.
And basically what happens is when you press the auto button and it warms the milk up, you can see the difference from when you pour it. Do you see the foam on top?
Yep, I see that.
Yep, that's called froth. And what's underneath that is the steamed milk. Yeah. So when you can see it now, when you pour it in the cup, you hold back the frothed milk like this. And you pour, see the difference in the milk? Yeah.
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 Looks different.
Kind of like skimming the cream off of the top of, yeah. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Skimming.
hold back that froth until you get about half an inch from the top. Yep. And then you can spoon out the froth.
Ah, okay. Then you put the
Yeah,
froth
so
on top.
then that's where you get that nice frothy, foamy look on top. Yeah. Kind of gives people that mustache when they drink it, a milk mustache. Yeah. And then sometimes what I'll do is just give this a little stir. That's done. And put the top on the cup. And the sleeve on, same as you do with the coffee. And
Okay.
before you walk away, it's important, underneath here is a rag that is soaking in bleach water. Yeah, and then it's important to wash off. Right. Yeah. And then you're done with that. The milk goes back in the fridge, and then you go on to give the customer the drink. Okay, now for a kind of final stage of the customer interaction, or the whole customer service part of working in a coffee shop, is ringing up the order. And again, like it takes time to learn all the different coffee drinks, espresso drinks. It takes time to learn the register. We probably have, maybe 75 different things to ring up on the register, so it does take some time. But I'll give you a few of the basics. First of all, I ask the customer if, is that all they would like? And if they tell me, yep, I'm good, then, for example, if you look at the register, you'll see all kinds of different categories. The coffee drinks, the food, donuts, bakery, chips, everything. And everything is pretty much labeled on here. And so, for example, our customer, let's say, that ordered that small coffee and the muffin, we'll ring that up. So I'll come over and I'll punch this right here, which says small coffee, which comes up at $1.65. And then I'll punch in muffin, which comes up at $2.05. And then to add the two together and to add the tax, we will push subtotal.
And that says the whole word?
And subtotal is right here. And basically, that adds the muffin and the coffee together and adds the tax on and shows the customer what they owe. And one thing that's nice is we try to color code the categories of the products. Yeah, like here, most of our bakery items are in green. Some of the salads are in purple. Exactly. Coffee drinks are in light yellow, dark yellow. So that helps a little bit so you're not stuck searching all over the,
Okay.
Yeah. Have you worked with a cash register before? Okay.
No, never.
Yeah, the nice thing is once you do it, even though every other place has every different kind of a register, once you kind of understand the basic idea and concept of a register, it's easier for you to learn the next register that you work on. So, yeah. So then what I'll do is I'll ask the customer, I'll tell the customer it's $3.98. They'll either pay with cash or with a credit card. And
it doesn't matter which one.
It doesn't
either one.
matter. Typically we don't take checks. You can ask. Sometimes I'll take a check from a customer.
So you don't, like, they don't write a check and give it to you.
Right. Yeah. And if a customer wants to write a check, you can always just ask me and then I can accept it or not. Yeah. A few of our customers do, but they're regular customers and I trust them that their check will go through. Yeah. So, but most people don't pay in check these days. We'll see a lot of credit cards and debit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what I'll do is, let's say they give me $4. What I can do is punch in 400 and push the cash tender button, which is over here.
It says cash, okay.
Yeah, and that opens the register, and it also shows me what change I owe the customer. So in this case, I just owe them 2 cents and give it back to them. If you can add it up in your head, you don't have to push the $4. You can just push cash and it'll just open up for you. It'll open the register up for you. Now, if the customer decides to pay with a credit card, I don't have a card. Put a penny on it. If a customer decides to pay with a credit card, what we do is you just slide, the strip goes, faces in towards the register, or in towards here.
Okay.
And you just run it through, and right away it asks you what is the amount. And what the amount was from before was $3.98. So we'll just push in $3.98, and then you press the green button, which means enter. And what that will do is produce a receipt, and the customer will then just sign the receipt, and the receipt then goes into the cash register with the other ones. And if the customer wants a copy of this, we can print out a copy and give them the copy of it along with their card back. Or if they don't want a copy of it, to save paper, we can just press the stop sign so that it saves the paper, so we don't print out or waste a bunch more paper. Yeah, and that's that process. So no matter if it's a $100 order or a $2 order, it's all the same. Yep, you just press the
okay, I get it.
Yeah. So it'll, once you know it, it comes very easy. So those are really the basic duties, I should say. Yeah.
Okay, so I will practice.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for coming in. And I look forward
Well,
to
you're very
doing
welcome.
some more training and working with you.
All right.